have a confession to make. For the very first time since this current Senate um, resumed their plenaries, since after the elections, this is the very first time I have sat down to watch to the end the screening of any of the nominees for any office by the president. Because what we have seen over time is this new modus operandi that they have adopted of take a bow and leave. Where some of these portfolios requires a lot of screening and scrutiny. So I have always felt like whatever Tinubu wants from this Senate, current Senate, he gets. And of course that is still the same. But the way and manner in which the Senate have gone about it makes it so glaring that they were only after satisfying the president, even though they are supposed to be an independent arm of government, separate from the president. If some of you will take your time to watch how the prime minister, they say there's what they call the prime minister briefing, questioning that happens every week in the UK, where the prime minister presents himself to the members of parliament and he's scrutinized. You need to see how they ask questions and how he's been treated like it's a separate arm of government and they are there to do their job, and they're not there to satisfy or dance to his tone. You know what I mean? So, but the Nigerian case is different. And because of that, I have always been of the opinion that, it's always anything goes. And of course, that is, if this had not been the case, the likes of the former governor of Zamfara State, who is now the Minister of State for Defense, that wouldn't have gone through because there would have been a lot of things to bring out that would have been used to disqualify him. But today, I watched to the end the screening of retired General C.G. Musa, Christopher Musa, the immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, who has been nominated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to man the Defense Ministry as the Minister of Defense, substantive Minister of Defense. The reason why I sat down to watch is because I'm very happy for that nomination. For the first time, probably the first time since this administration, I am actually confident in the nomination of the president. So I watched this screening to the end, and I think I'm also impressed with actually with the conversations and the questions that came out that the senators asked. That they took time and they asked questions, even though at some point one senator just felt like they should go back to the normal thing of take a bow and leave. And I'm happy that the Senate president stood his ground, and the Senate overwhelmingly voted against that, spoke against that, because there are a lot of questions to ask. The competence of General C.S. Musa is not in question, or C.G. Musa is not in question, but there were pertinent things to be asked. There were things that need clarification. Nigerians their ears are itching to hear things. Like one of them is the withdrawal of troops at Maga, a couple of minutes before the attack was done. And also, one of the things that was also out, which I'm very happy about, is about General Uba, is it Colonel or General Uba, who escaped his captor, gave his coordinates to the military for him to be extradited or rescued, only for those information to be leaked to the bandits, who went ahead and got him. So I'm happy. I sat down and I enjoyed the conversation. Yes, of course, there are some people who will always talk out of line, or who will always want to show themselves or dance to whatever tone they want to dance for, whatever reason they are doing it. But overall, I think I'm very impressed. And I don't know if it's because of the new order to withdraw security personnel like the police and others who are assigned to those are the VIPs, which I hope that the Senate and other politicians also are part of these people that we are going to be having police withdrawn from them. And I think that is the case, because I heard one of the senators protesting some time ago, a few days ago, that the civil defense will not be able to protect them enough. I don't know if this is the reason why they are kind of waking up from their slumber, but I really, really enjoyed watching that screening. And like I said, the reason why is not because I've suddenly become a fan of the Akpabio's led Senate, no, but because everybody is interested. I have keen interest in who mans that defense ministry. And another thing I'll be expecting from the president to do is to also for Matawale to resign that position, to either be sacked or asked to resign, or whatever the thing will be, on whatever grounds, like his senior did, so that they can have somebody else with a better record to man that position. And I have this confidence in CG Musa, and I believe he will do the right thing. And that is why I was very keen to watch him. And the reason why I had that confidence is because of his statement a few months before he retired. And one thing I also agree is that, and the sentiment all around Nigeria, as I can see in social media, is that a lot of people are confident in his nomination, and that a lot of people believe that with him at the helm of the defense ministry, a lot of things will go right. And I'm very confident. Again, this is Nigeria. A lot of this thing could also be politics. Not because he's not competent enough. He does not have the absolute power to do certain things. There will always be politics. Because he, though not a politician himself, will be controlled by politicians. He's appointed by a politician who himself has other interests and other people that he will feel he need to appease to enable him, especially enable him to come back for a second term in office. So I just hope that the president will not only stop at nominating CG Musa to be the substantive Minister of Defense, but give him the freedom and all the support that he needs. Like he said they are going to investigate the withdrawal of military personnel at MAGA prior to the attack, and of course also the issues surrounding the capturing of General Uba after he has sent his coordinator to the military. And I just hope that some vested interests will not prevail on the president and other high-ranking politicians to stop him from doing that job. I also heard the Senate also has told the committee to begin to look at some of those things. And I really hope they are doing this with utmost sincerity. I really hope they are doing it with utmost sincerity to Nigeria, because we have gotten to that point where we need to sit up. Because they should also realize, the politicians, that they are not safe. They are not safe. A time is coming where if the bandits don't kill them, the citizens that they have exposed to this danger will rise up against them. So I think it is time. And so far, I'm really impressed with the conduct of the Senate. Honestly, I am. And this is the first time I'm watching whatever is going on, and I'm paying attention to the questions, to the conversations, and everything. And I wish former retired General CG Musa luck. And of course, again, before I go, there was a statement that one of the senators made. I didn't pay attention to his name. That yes, they would want that he will be confirmed, but they want it to be done on probatory grounds, which means you'll be on probation for 6 months. Not like when you get a new job and your employer wants to know your competence and the fact that they want to know if all you said in your CV, you are able to do them when you are given the task, so that they will put you on probation for 6 months, and after 6 months, if they are satisfied with your performance, they can confirm your employment, So somebody suggesting that, well, that is like a two-headed sword, if you know what I mean. First of all is that he may go on out there and be doing some good jobs, and some politicians may think that, no, the way he's going, they may be exposed, or one or two things, especially if the ones that are actually sponsoring these guys say that this guy is coming so close, they may prevail on the president, who again may have interest to protect, to remove him. But on the positive side is that it also make CG Musa to actually get into his job and hit the ground on it from the beginning, not the kind of ground that his boss Tinubu hit running. So I am happy. I'm really happy, and I hope that he's confirmed, and I really hope he does not disappoint us, because the confidence of Nigeria is very high. And like I said, he'll be controlled by politicians, but I really hope he stands his ground. And honorably, if he's not allowed to operate the way he should, my advice to him is that he honorably resign the position. I don't see him as somebody who is very desperate for power or whatever. If he's not allowed to do his job as he should honorably resign the position, so that people will know his hands are clear. He should not go there and become complicit and begin to romanticize or romance with these politicians and stain his name, because there's a reason why a lot of Nigerians are happy that he was nominated. I hope he just go there and do his job and do it very well. That is my opinion, and that's is my confession about watching the Senate plenaries. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.